Welcome to WinternomicsTV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome to WinternomicsTV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome to WinternomicsTV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, winter, Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, winter, Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics.
What up? What it do? Unbelievably, the end of another week is here. Happy Friday, motherfuckers. How y'all doing? So, been an interesting week. Seems like we got most of our projections to work out. Sorry I missed you Wednesday, but we did leave you a prep that should have carried you guys till Friday. I did see some of you guys played the Rangers pretty well. So, all in all, I think the week worked out pretty well. So, let's see. 104 to start off the air a day. Market's definitely fucking people as they keep on betting for the lower leg again. Didn't take much to get people to turn bearish, did it? Feels like your week is moving faster and faster. Yeah, honestly, the more you stay active in the market, like time like leaves you. You know, when you sit there, if you guys ever you ever stare at the screen all day, you'd be like, the fuck did 4 o'clock come from? You know, the day's done before you fucking like think lunchtime should have happened. So it does happen. What do you guys think of the set? We did some fucking crazy shit with the light paint. This is Director Vale back there fucking lighting it up like that. Came with a cool filter and everything, so I thought this shit was fire. Who knows where the Cave of Wonders is from? And don't fucking Google it. Where is the Cave of Wonders from? You got 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Damn, looks like I got an nail polish on. Aladdin. Damn right. BTC sheets. Zach's an OG. Yeah, the Cave of Wonders is a zone on BTC at like 530. I think it's 535 by 565 if I remember right on BTC exchange. That's an OG of OG fucking sheets. But yes, that's the second Cave of Wonders. Shout out to fucking M Mon, Intel is fire as always. Appreciate you, sir. Tell me some bits. Karosh, Thomas, Alexel, Gano. Appreciate everybody that supports the show. Exploit. Hopefully you guys, you know, the Intel is benefiting you tremendously. We're trying to make sure that we're trying to create the ecosystem that people expect trading ecosystems to be. To have Intel you could fucking like take and use, you know. I made this analogy yesterday when I was talking to the room. I was like, imagine if you watched Gordon Ramsay for 3 fucking months and you couldn't fry a fucking egg after 3 months of watching that shit. And then you told one of your friends, like, yo, you know, you check out this cook? This motherfucker Gordon Ramsay's on his shit. Like, and then you ask a motherfucker to cook a goddamn fried egg and he can't do it. You can just slap him in his fucking shit. What the fuck are you watching that for? So, you know, you can cook a fucking chicken, right? After you watch Gordon Ramsay. So you should be able to fucking, you know, cook an egg over here. That's the idea. So, anyways. So how many of you folks that are like, you know, not like veterans of the ecosystem, but are kind of newer here, were able to take the intel I left you in Discord and then make a plan around it and do something, you know, useful with it yesterday to cover yourself? Well, actually, sorry, Wednesday and yesterday, and, you know, going to today. How many of you were able to like figure out what to do with it? Again, the utility is the main value of the station. If you can't use it, it's not worth anything. So I'd like to know how well, you know, people who are newer and stuff were able to take that and use it. Early Ray, I was able to save money using it. Vaughn's planned it, but lost 1 hour. Entered a little too quick on ETH. Got it. Same on Jan's here. Okay. Made a few R's on ETH while it made a few R's on ETH with it since the intel you posted this Wednesday. Mad B. Knew what to do, but plan failed. Okay, so let's try to help some of that stuff, right? So anybody who had plans that failed, I can't cover them all, but Mad B, if you want to throw like, you know, knew what to do and then tell me about your plan, or even, you know, in that case, write a war story about it and we'll cover it on the air and like document it, and then we'll go over like what the proper way to execute your plan was, and, you know, do some like rehab stuff with some of the war stories if you guys detail it well enough for us. So I mean, the way you guys write that, it seems like you know why you messed up. So it doesn't sound like you actually need me to answer that, actually. No face. What's up? Caught some spies. Jeff says I got chopped up this week above the box range on ETH. Okay. Correction was a little deeper than anticipated. Yeah, it went deeper than I thought. I thought it would probably hold on the top of, you know, just under Ragnarok, and it went well, you know, way deeper than I thought too. Paper traded, made a couple R's in ETH. Cool. Played Adam, made plan, but got stopped out. Still was happy to stay calm and made a new plan. Okay. All right, that's not the worst. That's not worst feedback. So it wasn't an easy market. It's definitely been pretty crazy the last couple weeks. You know, there've been some really choppy days. in the weeks, and finding like a good day of ease of motion has been really a bitch, to say the least. Gonna try a new configuration today to do charting for y'all. So if it doesn't look good or something, you guys let me know. But I wanted a way to use a fucking pen so I could actually draw on these charts, because you know my freehand shit is the bee's knees, I'm told. So let's see what this looks like over here first. I hope this looks good. So yeah, we should be able to manipulate this chart a lot better, so it should be fun. Freehand, fuck the world, right? So now I'm gonna do my freehand squiggles I normally do, the way I normally do them, and this should be fun. Be able to TA stuff real quick, and it look more natural than fucking fighting this fucking touchpad the whole fucking time. Drop the symbol, see what I can get to. Freehand upgrade. You wouldn't believe what a bitch it is to capture an iPad on Streamlabs on a desktop. Like, that shit is not fucking user friendly. And like for a Mac to Apple ecosystem, you would have thought this would have been more intelligent. No, it's really fucking retarded. But finally, we do have that worked out. Nomics.eth coming soon. Whoops, that's definitely not right. I wonder what that screen said. Wrong button. Error, server internal error. Well, that doesn't seem like a good thing. Alrighty then. I got 99 problems and they're all tech related. Honestly, that should be fucking tattooed on my fucking face, bro. IT hates me. Dow Jones Gold exploit, that's always a good ratio to take a look at for risk over risk off. So we'll take a look at that. So let's see. So some of you have, a lot of you played this week. Let's see if you guys have some war stories you could talk about before we go get into it. Oh, that's never good. What did I just do, yo? Uh-oh. This made some shit vanish and I don't know where it went. Okay, got it. Yeah, IT sitch. Alright, let's see what you guys wrote down over here. Maybe you have something. Oh, that's not it. There we go. You know what? I changed my button configs and I always don't remember what button is what. Alright, there it goes. So, 3 war stories. Tonic. Don't let the drift catch you. Did I read this before? 4 days ago? Yeah, I did, right? This is huge. I did read this. My bad. I forgot to hit the button. August plays Jason Kim. Short but sweet. Let's see. Here are my plays for the month of August so far. Have been busy with life, but still managed to stay on top of the intel and streams. As always, thank you, Kaz and Vicky. Damn, son, you couldn't even get me a landscape chart. Did you really just throw it right out of the mobile? Or what is it? How do you even make a chart this small? That's a killer S&P fucking play, though. Beast mode shit. This is somewhere back in April, you said. I feel like there's probably more things I'm not seeing here. Why does it look like this? Oh, I got it. How did you do this? Bruh. Give me a regular chart. What in the world? Killer play on HD, killer play on the SPY. He's like, no wasted effort here. Well, that's short and to the point. Good job. And patience and zooming out, Karosh. Hi all, just a small war story from my side. After a volatile move, I noticed that I tend to zoom in and try to get a play out of it, resulting in a multiple stop outs. This will make me dick around in a shockwave. High volatility gets low, which makes me lose context of price and force some trades. Reducing this will give me better hit rates, so that's my main focus for next month. Zoom the fuck out and wait for your play to develop. I want to thank you, Kaz and Vicky, for guiding us through this whole market with the most accurate intel and amazing art. Even when you have lots of other things to do, you still make time for us. So that's the way so that we stay up to date with the market and levels. Always, homie. This is my family. I take care of you guys like I would anybody that I give a shit about. This is not just fucking something I do because fuck it, I actually like doing this. Believe it or not, most people just do shit for other reasons, but making the art and stuff like that, this is fun for us to do. you guys get the whole thing. I tell people all the time, like, you know, you look at stuff like this. Hold on, I'll show you. Images, like, there's this, wait for it, and then there's which one would you rather get your market intel from? Hold on, I gotta get a good side-by-side shot here. Damn it, yeah. In my mind, I used to read a lot of comic books when I was a kid. And I also paid attention to the stock market a lot because I had family that worked on Wall Street in the 80s. And you tell me, which one, oh, you fucker with your stupid advertisements. One sec, this will work. As soon as I get this picture to stand still. Which person would you rather get your news from about the stock market? This guy? Or this guy? Right? Stock market shit's boring, isn't it? There's this guy. Or there's this guy. Who do you want your stock stuff from? Be serious. So I said, fuck it. You know, at the end of the day, all stock market TV shows are inaccurate as piss and retarded. So we have the accuracy part worked out, but it's still boring. So I figure, you know, this is fun. Fuck it. Anyways, yeah, this is fun for us. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you learned some shit and putting some stuff into practice and making some money. That's what it's all about. All right, so I see we're at 137. We're sitting pretty low today. I think some 170s, 180s. So that's probably sentiment things. So let's see. Thin crowd, little skeleton crew-ish. Pullback was able to take a lot of people who went bull mode and turn in bear mode like almost in a fucking second, and then we bounced out of that. So that was part of the sentiment. That's why I wrote the market prep the way I did yesterday. Let's take a look at that market prep and let's build onto that. Oh, what the fuck happened here? Wrong browser. See, and that market prep, how simple was that, right? Nothing complicated, no indicators, none of that. Just some real basic ranges of where it makes sense to fucking do stuff or not do stuff, right? Community art channel, some crazy stuff going on here. Supreme Crypto getting his fucking, like, I don't know what art style this is called, but that looks pretty fire. Like, is that some post-neo-modern? I don't know, but it's cool shit. Guys, check out the community art channel if you just joined us and post some art stuff if you guys draw things. Yeah.
I think that camera, you have to switch it.
Got it. My fault.
On Snapchat.
Got it. Still, sorry, that was a disconnected camera port. My fault. I meant this channel. Sorry. I switched my buttons, so I'm a little confused. This stuff. Mix of Dolly and Photoshop. Oh, okay, I got it. So very cool shit we got going on in the community art channel. If you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you drop it. Also, shout out to my new collector of my last piece of work I dropped here in the Art of Markets. It's an epic piece from Down in the Trench Lows in July 6th. And did it a bit better so this guy looked more like fire and heat like we'd wanted for the show theme. But this was an epic show that basically was at the corner of the bull market coming out of the trenches. And appreciate their collectors that had picked up all these artworks and stuff like that. I hope you guys dig them. Hope you made some bank. I hope these are all picked up with your alpha from fucking watching the show, and you enjoy the pieces. So appreciate everyone that's stepped up to buy some of these pieces, and I appreciate the artwork. And keep dropping art here. Love to see some more stuff coming out. Do some collabs. Cusp is on some really cool creative stuff here inside Blender, and some of the 3D files he's working on Clonexes with. So we got a lot of up and coming badass artists in here. Saltine here is on his fucking pencil game, something fucking crazy. Definitely like the art vibes. So in market updates, I let you guys 2 pieces of intel. On Monday's show, I gave you this really small range, really small, and this 49 level is the top of Ragnarok, which is our key sentiment level that we made our all-time highs off of. And also very vicious bear market going through it. It gained real big acceleration. So we get like a little narrow band range of volume here we thought was good to watch as an exit out to watch for this yesterday, and it did work out for you guys who watched it. This is Monday, and this is like on the way heading down towards it. So down towards it, it went through that level here, open and went under, and then we got a stabilization here. And then with that, we could see crypto had been stabilized. So crypto is stabilized from this region. Yellow to blue is the same time period on both. This is not a 24-hour market. This is. So just so you understand, they're lining up. It's just because of that. I tried to make sure you can know where same spots were. So this range right here kind of gives away. We kind of always watching lots of assets because of correlations, and you see that the structure of the wave is very similar. It's just that across the weekend, like S&P 500 kind of caught up with the down moves that crypto could make while, it wasn't closed, and it adjusts downwards, and then it stabilizes with crypto, and you see it basically do this. And then you watch it, right? You have a very clean line in the sand. The longer things go sideways in a range is the more volume that builds there. And so ultimately the bigger the move it can be when it leaves it. So it's like a better thing. That's why you kind of don't want prices hauling ass everywhere, because there's no time for it to be a real position. So it's something like this, it's pretty easy line in the sand as to go up or down from it. You don't really have to guess that either. You just have to make a plan for both scenarios. And this is one of the things about getting caught up in your biases. A lot of people are like wanting to be the guy who's like, oh, it's definitely going to the ground. No, it's definitely going to do this. If you ever notice on the show, we never ever tell you, oh, it's definitely doing that. It's definitely doing this. It's definitely, we just like, could do that, could do this. And the difference in speaking about things like that is that you don't force your bias onto the market. You allow the market to breathe and do what it does, and you allow yourself to adjust with what it does. And you can be like, I think it can really pump, but if it doesn't, I don't want to be stuck in that mindset. And that's important to your ability to act. There's all kinds of goodies in the cave of wonders, which you can't grab anyway if you're fucking retarded. So, memos and things. Bias is a killer. Damn right. So, let you guys a good memo. If you guys watch this thing, Apple poked us out of the bottom, and then, we rotated up. Let me get that chart for you real quick. I think I don't have that open. Let's see. Load. Where did I make that chart? Oh yeah, SPY. One sec. What's the time frame? 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And 3 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 minutes. Oh shoot. All right, there you go. 30 minutes, 10 minutes. So here's our play that we gave you guys. Good Lord. Sorry, it's taking forever. All right, and so, here we watch. One of the things, we need the S&P to do what we think things are going to do because he's the main market. The things like ETH can be a side of a risk basket that doesn't necessarily have to go with it, but generally ETH is leading asset right now in crypto, so he's like the Apple of crypto. And then of course you have Apple, who's Apple, and he's big cap, biggest weighted guy in S&P. Total has everything. Total has the dog shit, which most of crypto is dog shit, and so it makes sense he underperforms a little bit. The main things we care about is a guy like an Apple or a guy like an ETH, giving us a tell on crypto, giving us a tell on stocks, and then where the fuck is everybody going? So you see, that's basically it. If you look at here, sorry, all right, which way do you go? If I don't get confirmation of S&P 500, fuck you, right? Because the S&P 500 is ultimately going to dictate where the whole world goes. So that's all you give a shit about, right? And you go back over here and you're like, look, right? Apple gave you a breakdown. What's the S&P? Nothing. S&P goes out the top, doesn't go with Apple. You wait a second. When they're both out, it's time to party. So you get confirmation, right? Let's talk about a non-confirmed or confirmed, market movement is when you have more than one asset breaking down, showing it's more broad-based than just a specific one asset. So this was a simple read, and if this keeps being strong enough, then you probably expect to pull this guy out of here or something. Hi Ivy, welcome to the show. And then, you know, we had a possible scenario here. We drew up in prep yesterday for the group, Thursday prep, and we said he could flag backwards just like this and then rotate back out if this keeps being strong. So he's flagged back like we thought, and then you wait. If he comes back out and this keeps ripping, whole market broadly should be going higher, and the sentiment out there is right for that, right? Because everybody went right back to Kramer's a fucking dumbass and all that stuff. So you guys remember that whole thing, right? Inverse the inverse. How funny was that shit with inverse Kramer, right? Now everyone's so busy dogging Kramer the fuck out. Boy, it'd be nice if I could fucking spell. I can't spell shit. All right, this guy. This guy's so busy dogging Kramer out, you know. How funny is this one? August 24th, 3,000 likes. Now, when I created the Kramer indicator, I got laughed at for that shit. Because who the fuck are you talking shit about Kramer? This wasn't a popular idea when I came up with it. But now that these fucking, like, you know, little domain squatters who have no identity want to show up and take my idea and pretend that there's somebody with it, you're going to become a real fucking faggot real quick online. You're going to get crushed. Look at this, right? 6:46 p.m. August 24th. Where are we? August 24th. Yes, post market. It was just post market. So after this, Kramer posted that, and kaboom. The whole planet laughed at Kramer. Insta karma. So, you know, sentiment reading is an interesting thing because if you make it personal, you know, it's going to turn back around on you real fast. Like, everybody is interested in making a fool out of the next guy in the marketplace. At the end of the day, you just want information. And people are so desperate, like, okay, we finally found the guy that sucks. I'm going to ride him into the sunset. And, you know, the second you fucking think you're a genius, that's usually the top. That's what you're watching with the Kramer inverse, the inverse, right? They've all arrived at they're a genius simultaneously, and the idea is now fucking worthless. Kramer's now the point of value. About the funniest thing you'll ever see. And that was Hysteria. If you watched Hysteria, we told you this, what happened to these guys. Don't steal other people's ideas, motherfucker, especially if you don't know how to use them. Let's see. So, Dragonfly Dojo on the daily. What the fuck? Dragonflies? Are we talking about like bugs? What the hell? We don't talk about. So, one, candlestick TA is fucking retarded. Okay, understand that a candlestick in one time frame, it will be a totally different shaped candlestick in another. So what you call a doji in a 4 hour, it might be completely different on a fucking daily or an hourly. It requires a hell of a lot of bias to be a candlestick technician because you're going to have to be subjective, and you will change the time frame and what you need so you can see that top forming doji or shooting star or hanging dick or whatever kind of bizarre ass fucking name you've got going on there. Nobody uses that shit. If you've ever seen any institutional trader anywhere in the fucking planet talk about a fucking dragonfly doji, let me fucking know. But bro, come on. That's fucking funny. You're all good, Purple, but just context things, you know. That nobody uses that stuff, dude. It's a funny thing though, like, you know, 'cause this is the easiest way for you to get over candlestick thingies. Let's see. Here, watch. Right. There's a guy who has a good indicator here that really shows you something. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Somebody made a custom script that's really good. One sec. It'll show this to you in a way that you'll never talk about that stuff ever again. Weekly. I think I found it. One sec. No, it's not it. Not it. I'll just draw it. Alright. Where did that go? Did I just draw a weekly candle? Oh, there it is. I'm like, what the hell is that? So, I drew him in the size of the week. And let's put him to 1 hour. better way to think about candles, right? Candles represent a specific unit of time, but that unit of time contains a waveform. So let's see, is that it? Where's the day change? Where's the week? Right? There's the week. Okay, week. I do that bad. That's what a candlestick does. In order to be a candlestick technician, you have to ignore everything inside of here and all the different resolutions that go with it, right? Because that guy can be looked at that way. He can be looked at like this. Oh, 15 didn't work. Where'd he go? Yeah, I feel like it should pop up. Did I draw that far away? My God. Right? All kinds of waveforms within a candle. And you can have a shooting star, you can have whatever the doji is, things and like that. And it's really subjective, right? This 15-minute candle contains fucking 15 1-minute bars that create waveforms. So this is the reason we deal with waves, right? Context matters. And if you want a fucking surefire way to mind fuck yourself out of understanding context, it is to be subjective in your resolution selection based on what you're trying to create out of your candle. So candlestick TA, throw it in the gutter. The hanging dick candle pattern, always great. Always hangs to the left. You ever notice? Head and shoulders are fucking monkeys, indeed. There's no tricks. There's no tricks in candlestick TA. Candlestick TA is a trick of the mind, so don't use that one. Well, Purple, if you watch this show, do you notice that none of what you said is on the show in order to figure out like the biggest moves in the world? No fib analysis, no moving average crosses, nothing. You have to think about it. Did you come in here to force your version of analysis onto this show? If you did, you don't need to watch the show because you should know where everything is going, right? So either you come and have the ability to learn a new idea, or you come to sell your idea to a bunch of people who never asked. Remember, you don't have to watch this show if you don't think the ideas are any good. But if you're here, be open and be receptive enough to take them into account. It makes no sense. Unless you're going to demonstrate with that stuff you have here an accuracy in forecasting market movements that, supersedes what we do, probably don't keep pushing those ideas. Just saying. Anyways, so we're at 8:59. And let's do macro right now. I'm going to try to get off faster than usual. Just I'm a little behind with some work I got to get going on before opening bell. I'd like to try to get some OnlyFans if I can, but I'm a little pressed for time. So if I can, I will. All right, so macro stuff. I'm going to attempt to do this whole thing on the iPad sitch. So let's see. Hope this goes well. Where the fuck's my pen? Gotta love me some Thanos. All right, motherfuckers, let's do this. iPad things. All right. So start off where we always start off, right? Be easy. I mean, my time selection things, I'm not sure all the time selection stuff is at. How does that work again up here? There it is. Yeah, it's a little tricky. So check out S&P 500 as always. We like to start with this guy, and we use this chart really to. Where's my gaps? Oh yeah, 30 minute. Honestly, killing me. So it's not auto scaling for me, and I'm not sure why. Oh, there we go. I might have to cancel this in a minute because something is going crazy with my ability to control the screen just as I'm live with you guys. Unreal. All right, I'm gonna come back to this thing. I'm not sure what the fuck's happening. Unbelievable. One sec. If I didn't consistently have fucking issues like that, it wouldn't be fucking me. Alright, fuck it. Having real crazy control problems as soon as you're live. I don't know if it's Streamlabs or what, but that's exacting crazy. So I will just attempt to do it over here. Yup, it just crashed. Fully crashed. Unbelievable. Thankfully, we have a backup plan. Load. Alright, we'll just do it over here. No biggies. Alright, so going back to this chart, we looked at this is the phantom zone. We talked to you guys about that, choppy shit. So understand we're speaking in many resolutions. Some people are like, so phantom zone equals choppy shit? Absolutely, right? For people who are trading bigger reses, or day scalping even, getting into this equals fucking meat grinder city. And it was. If you guys traded this intraday, this is a meat grinder in here. Like here, this would cut you to fucking pieces on intraday. Right? It takes a second before you get a structure where you actually get some momentum to rotate out of this. But he dies here, goes sideways, and will burn you. Just like these zones here, like mad sideways action. They'll cut you to pieces if you get inside these things. At really low reses, you probably could detect rotations and try to play impulses, and so on. And that's like depends on what res you trade at. As far as ease of movement goes on bigger reses, we know that Ragnarok allows like the market to move pretty well north of the level and south of the level. Big collapses, big markups. So it's a good line in the sand, right? Good support zone. If you back up a little bit, look at it, right? That yellow level, this is where it came from. Originated back here. The sentiment read on the show. Major markup off of this thing. Right, so it's a good line of sand, and so this dump underneath is a very small dip through Ragnarok that could represent a 2B on the sentiment, right? Ragnarok is literally the end of the world, and he was asking when the world would humble all the people who'd made money in the stock market, right? If we just 2B the end of the world sentiment, then the world feels like another leg down should come through Ragnarok, it is the right sentiment to allow us to mark up off of this level from here. So that's what we're watching, right? He corrected deeper than we thought he could, but we did give him the possibility of doing that. Wait, where's the other chart? Sorry. One more layouts here. This layout. So this was the projection. We thought he'd rotate back, possibly contact and make a different angle of attack on his uptrend and hold the box range under Ragnarok. He dipped into it ever so slightly, so we're going to readjust this. This does not mean that we have an uptrend. This was a projection. This one right here was a projection in case he does this. So this is what we're looking for, a bull flag that would come down. We call the rotation here. It got deeper, it rotates here, and then if it comes back up, it allows you to fucking go crazy. Well, we know Ragnarok is down here, this white line on this chart. This is another swing level we have at 424. If he gets through it, makes it even more bullish. So we're possibly getting this projection to work out, right? The blue projection, the bull flag, when everyone got bullish, everyone turned bearish, started laughing at Kramer. We rotate again, make those guys clowns, make Kramer a genius, and we know that no one that got triple-digit ETH is still wishing for it to go lower to get triple-digit ETH. It can go higher, and those are our buyers. If they're still sitting there waiting for triple-digit ETH, they're going to be buying fucking $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 ETH. So that's where your buyer comes from. The fact that the whole crowd believes that Armageddon still has to happen. So sentiment-wise, it looks good. Again, this is not an uptrend. This is just a projection. If this does maintain, this does become a full-fledged bull flag, so be it. So let's kill this so we can see. Let's kill this so we can see. Well, we can just take that off there. We don't need that. You guys get it. So now we draw him in. Well, I don't have to. I just draw. Purple's kind of not the greatest. So we'll draw him in now more about where he fits, right? So he's possibly there. And so we're waiting for him now, right? With regard to this, the phantom zone. He's back above it. If he stays on top of this, that's good. And then this trajectory doesn't have to be maintained. He could go sideways longer and then go up. So this was just a projection for what I thought could happen to give you an idea of what he could do. So if he does this, we've nailed the new trend line here, and if he breaks high, this trend line becomes valid. So that's what we're watching right now. With regard to crypto things that kind of correlate to this, ETH things, where is the ETH mainnet? That's lovely. Where is... ETH. God damn it. So there's our flag. We just talked about it, whatever that is, 9 o'clock. So something's going crazy. So there's that bull flag possibility. Dip back through here. Screw everyone who's holding and has a stop under here. Wreck them. Come back up. Structure again on top of here, like something like that, and then take off. So the market stays strong. This flag projection from the prep call we did yesterday in Discord looks possible now as it recoils, and that should be reflected across all of crypto, right? Oops. BTC, USD. So you see some strength, and again, you know, BTC is not the leader by far in anything. If you guys have been paying attention to OnlyFans, we told you guys to pay attention to ETH, BTC, right? And this guy, if he continues to be strong, then he's really reflecting like the real strength internally in the market is like layer 2 assets, right? Not BTC. Man, where's the fucking chart for this thing? That's just not it. Any second now, I'm gonna pull out the right one. One of these. For the love of God. Which chart is it? There it is. Jesus, there's one of them. Those are your levels from OnlyFans. That guy. Fucking Christ. Couldn't find it. So remember we gave you this cool ass projection down here? He could do exactly that. And then we gave you this flag region that he could counter from this. He never did. He went up a little further, and he's done basically that corrector structure that you're looking for. Once his trajectory is lost. Actually, that trajectory never really got lost, did it? No, he's still running that same trajectory. So you want to pay attention to how far he gets, right? We thought he could go up here and then do a major counter. This is a projection for a counterback. He never did. He kept the trajectory. He's all the way up here now. The chances he blows out a bull flag like this in one straight shot, not usually likely. There should be some kind of decent counter structure. It doesn't have to be this big. Probably something bigger than that before he goes out of the high. With that said, though, ETH bouncing since June makes ETH the guy you pay attention to over BTC in this specific case. There's a lot of other assets to pay attention to that are outperforming BTC. But in this specific case, this is what this is telling you. When we told you guys to pay attention to BNB, BTC, right? That guy also, that was the reason. Because the fact that you had BTC dominance kind of weak and a bunch of shitcoins on top of BTC outperforming, that was our big, suggestion. There was risk-seeking behavior in the market because ain't nobody coming into BNB while the whole market's deflating. So this was a giveaway. There was somebody in there like that was positioning to buy things. So now this is sitting up here and ETH is showing some good strength. Right, many assets BTC don't look too terrible, so they're worth keeping on your radar. Somebody said they played Atom. We talked about Atom on this one. Yeah, you guys had asked Atom a bunch of times, and you're paying attention, right? This is your main swing level to watch. So there's a couple guys in some interesting place in the crypto world today. VIX things, fixed things. So as always, I told you, gotta watch Stevie D's monolith kill level, right? That one bar is that whole correction on the spot. You realize that? That whole shit is the dump through Ragnarok. Stevie D is in line with fucking Ragnarok. I hope you realize that, Stevie D. So, that line is your line of stand on the VIX, and Ragnarok's your line of stand on the S&P. If you go back up through this, you pay attention. This can easily be a bull flag here on Stevie. Can I call you Stevie? Oh, that first line looks terrible. So yeah, we don't want to see, Jesus fucking Christ. See why I wanted to use the pen? Anyways. So we don't want to see that rotate up, right? So for right now, this looks kind of crazy, right? This looks like what we just saw rotate out of fucking like S&P 500 and stuff, nice stable range. This guy goes down here, holds and rotates again. Houston, we have a fucking problem. So this is our big worry, right? Either we're going to keep pumping in the market on this low resolution decline and just keep it going, and everyone's going to be caught off guard again, or we're about to fucking get another leg down, at least from where we are right now, off of Ragnarok. Remember, Ragnarok's a big level, right? So, when viewing this level, think about it like this, right? You can very much do this. So Ragnarok's 417. You can very much have a bear flag, just like that, run through a level, and come up and then come down through it, right? It can test it. Remember, if you stare at things on like minute charts all the time, you're gonna feel like a 1 and 2 minute break, a 1 or 2 cent break is a 2B, but multiple points has to be a clean break. On bigger resolutions, a 2B can be many points. So you keep that in mind on the macro. If this is a bear flag coming out of the trenches of the summer, then it can violate this level pretty well. If this is going to the fucking grave, it'll be pretty volatile violation. So this still can be a bull flag here to rotate up and catch everybody back through Ragnarok, or this can turn into a fade and a shockwave on Ragnarok and come back under, and this goes back into play. We'll have a problem. So as always, right, we're leading on the side that the sentiment is telling us there's nobody really playing this to the long side. But we're always going to be objective in looking at what it could be, a low resolution uptrend or a higher resolution bear flag and a continuation pattern for a macro downtrend, right? So these are the two scenarios that we're always going to work with. And again, we have like, VIX and some DXY things to let us know what the fuck. So DXY is fading with that VIX move. This was the bull flag projection we made here when we gave you guys this from back up here. Then we come down, tag his former trigger, bounce, and now if he structures a flag up here and goes again, you have a problem, right? This is not what you want to see. That's a very bullish setup, but it's very extended. That's the only thing that gives you any hope that this is just maybe actually going to go sideways and round down, is that it's been going for fucking ever. But keep in mind, context-wise, this is also the breakout of a 7-year fucking range. One thing we do expect in breakouts of massive ranges, if they're going to keep going, is a sustained system above it that takes probably a decent amount of time to be relevant. So do we have that yet? I don't think so. I think you're pretty much just in a straight arc of what it's done, and he could have a larger scale correction before he did something even more major. Could he keep going in this arc? Totally, but not the most common thing to see. Euro's now sitting down here. Sorry, put him on daily, right? The Euro's attempting to break his lows, and you want to watch him. So he wicked his low. Oops, I know I have something wrong here. There it is. So right, we want to watch this. So we watch it, he broke through. Here's our bear flag. If he does this and rotates down, that will confirm fucking DXY and probably confirm the VIX, and then give you caution to risk assets if it happens. USDT.D, this motherfucker, right, bounced out of the Trolex shockwave. And so now that DXY bull flag that's leaning in danger zone is this bull flag here on our trigger there. So we have a good line in the sand, and things go awry and this goes fucking that away, we're gonna have a good rationale that fucking at least back the fuck up from risk assets and crypto for a second. So pretty good line in the sand. You guys want to watch what comes next from this, right? So we're not projecting that, we're just saying like right now this is the danger, and if this goes bull mode, this is de-risking to crypto all day, right? Major trigger, and this is the whole summer fucking collapse. So that's DXY, VIX, USD.T, ETH, BTC, SPY. Yeah, that covers most everything. All right, you guys get all that? You guys know where we are now? See? Isn't it better to get your fucking news from Thanos? What time is it? 9:15, holy shit. Oh man, you're just gonna keep on with your indicators there, Purple. So 1, delete all your indicators. What is this? Trading View. I don't want to get started. I already have a Trading View account. What the fuck are you asking me, Trading View? Let's see. I have something specifically for your divergence thing. One sec. We're gonna finish with a lesson because I can't do a simple try to answer this. But let's. Okay. I wrote something for somebody who kept on with this divergence thing many years ago. Let's see, where did I put it? I believe it's in 2015. 2014. Should be sooner than that. Here it is. So, Purple, your question was about, what did he say? How about bearish divergence? RSI seems to show bearish divergence. So, again, if you didn't listen to the candlestick part, stop using all of that shit. There's a reason you haven't seen an RSI in this show, none of that, because it's crap. Okay, look, really simply, right? RSI. I'm really glad that's the indicator you threw out there too, because that's exactly the one I threw in this shit. Case in point, my friend. So I'm gonna read it all to you because you motherfuckers won't read it on your own. I know how you are, you lazy bastards. So I made this in 2014 August because crypto Twitter was full of idiots, which it still is, and they just really rip off all my stuff and try to pretend it's theirs, and they still can't use it, which is the funnier part. So anyways, this was to help those morons stop fucking calling the top of the bull market because they're racist pieces of shit that hate Barack Obama. So every fucking rationale for him to be a monkey and the market crashing was the only thing they cared about. And so their divergences all made sense, because that's what's going to show Obama's a piece of shit. And I made this really simply to show they're fucking stupid. So if you are using an indicator, here is some food for thought. Price always comes first. All indicators are derived from it. Nothing will tell you more about the price, what the price is doing, than price itself, and volume, of course. Hence our show is just revolves around price and volume, right? In very trendy markets, oscillators can fail. It's a good idea to create a combination of indicators if you're going to bother using them. We don't use them, but if you're going to use them, that don't confirm each other, right? See, combination of indicators that do not confirm one another to get a better read on the market. Or you could just learn to read the price since all the info is already in there. So these date markers, May 1998, this would be a downtrend in the RSI that most technicians would tell you is definitely foretelling of the market because the market is diverging from the RSI, right? And this actually happens to be on the monthly, so it's even bigger than the time frame that Homeboy said on the DXY. The fallacy of divergence as a reliable indicator for calling tops. Had you followed this divergence in 1988, you would have missed the entire internet boom going to 2000. You'd have literally been out from here. If you see what this is in the NASDAQ, it's like fucking 3,000 points of the NASDAQ. You'd have been sitting on the sidelines waiting for this crash to happen that didn't happen. All right? It's not an accurate method, and it should be treated as a warning, nothing more. Price will confirm all aspects of trend first, before any indicator with a rigid look-back period can. Price pays you nothing else. Famous quote from Brian Shannon. The trend lasted 4,000 days. Why would anyone try to find a single bar that might be the top in this many bars? The statistics are not in your favor to do this at all. It will fucking kill you. RSI is a great indicator, but as with all indicators, it has its shortcomings if relied upon solely, right? This is a huge margin of error. Had you shorted into this expecting a correction, you would be sleeping under the bridge today. Homeless as a motherfucker, right? It's been going up for 1,500 days at this point. Again, you had people waiting for this. You really believe you will figure out reliably which day the top will be instead of capturing the bulk of this trend? It's ridiculous. So now that we see how ridiculous this is to do that, always remember the trend is your friend. And if you play this chart out, you would have fucked yourself. I don't know if the chart plays anymore. Might not. But you know where the hell the market went from here. It just never stopped. And this is indicators. Remember, if you didn't understand what an RSI does, trying to use it is like your biggest mistake. Most people don't even know why it's set to 14 or what to set it to and what it was really designed to capture. They just know that they saw some other guy say something. You don't really want to be in a marketplace with Goldman Sachs and Merrill Lynch talking about, you think the divergence of the RSI and this doji candle? Like, bro, seriously. Help me help you. Stop doing that. Don't bring any of that shit in the chat, ever. It's crap. If it was any good for you, you wouldn't be here asking me shit about it, right? Food for thought. So, anyways, I don't know. It's supposed to help you out, right? So it's to give you a different perspective on the same idea and help you think a little deeper about it, and hopefully get a lot of that noise out of your way. Price is super simple if you deal with it. Every indicator you're going to get is extrapolating some kind of fixed metric out of price, and usually calculating around the closing price, missing a whole ton of data to arrive at that line chart. Some of the wave structures in the indicator. And it does sometimes have meaningful utility, but it depends on the fucking what's going on in the marketplace. Are you in a trendy market or an oscillating market? And you'll see your indicators many times come into phase, work amazingly, and then go completely out of phase, kill your ass, and then start working again. And that's because you don't have context of price with that indicator. It's rigid, and it deals with price in a mechanical fashion that it's not. Price is fluid across all time frames. So it's best that you start to understand wave dynamics of price and how to contextualize price, recognizing that the patterns are all the same in every resolution, rather than trying to fit this fixed look range into an ebbing and flowing price dynamic. So anyways, that's a lot of words. 9:20. Good luck today, bitches. This has been the Cave of Wonders. Catch you on the flip. Peace out.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome